Bring you the concluding part of our interview with the Chairman Police Service Commission, Mr. Parry Osayande, CFR, OFN, NPM, MNI. Happy viewing.
A while ago you talked about the Nigeria police not being responsible yet to the public in terms of the attitude to Nigerians. You mentioned that the police force has been accused of extrajudicial killings, rape and all of that. As the body responsible for this organization, like as you rightly put it, oversight function, what are you doing to ensure that all of these indiscipline acts that members of the public have cried about over the years now are checked?
We have to check the leadership of the police itself. Well, from what has happened in the past, it has not been too well. That one is coming up now. Things are changing. The leadership. If you are to lead a set of human beings, you must do so by example. You must be above board. We started at the commission. And what we do in the commission, you will get your promotion if you are qualified. And you will be qualified for promotion if you have the merit, if you are on the merit list, you have the seniority, then you have passed the prescribed promotional examination. You have no disciplinary matter pending against you. And then there are vacancies. Once you fulfill all these conditions precedent, you don't require anybody to come and intercede on your behalf, you will get it. But I'm afraid this has not been the case. So, and these people are human beings. Once they see that they will be given their rights as and when due, I think they will have a change of attitude. Another aspect of it is that of the changes we are trying to make. Early this year, January or so, the federal government increased the salaries of police officers. You know that it was nothing to write home about. Where a constable was on the pittance of 8,000 naira a month, which was not sufficient for his transport to his place of work and back home. So these are some of the things that encourage corruption. Now I understand it's now 28,000. The boys are quite happy. They can still do better with more pay, even double that. Because what we recommended in Dama Dami's report was minimum of 50,000 constable per month. And even at that, we will still be the least paid police force in the West African sub-region. I understand it's now 28,000 a month. But I hope and I believe that the present administration is going to do something positive.
Yes, sir. This is, I still want you to look at it. Yes, you've talked about salary increase which they have gotten. You've talked about other benefits that have been accruable to them and they've received it. But the attitude has not changed. And members of the public are beginning to wonder, what else do you think they should do to change their attitude?
No, they don't get their allowances as and when due. Because a size of, if I want to go and send a constable, if the IG sends a constable to from here to Okrika to go and investigate the case of 20,000, stealing 20,000, he may even spend about 300,000. But all we want is that there is justice at the end of it. So coming to, you are now talking of rectifying the damage and the collateral damage done to the psyche of members of the force, the damage done to the service itself, that we now want us to correct it in 6 months. How old are we on the desk? We were, the commission was inaugurated on the 15th of April. So you have to bear with us that I don't know, I cannot be a judge in my own case. You are to judge and see whether there is change of attitude.
Okay.
All the so-called talked about roadblock, whether there are changes, and then whether the extrajudicial killing, whether there is a drop in it, compared with what it was.
All right, sir.
I am not the judge, you are.
Okay, sir. Chairman, sir, the Police Service Commission held its first retreat at Oshogbo recently. What informed that retreat and what was the impact? Is there any impact that you think the officers that attended that retreat benefited?
Oh, yes, tremendously. Both the members of the commission and the police officers. What informed our organizing the retreat was very simple. We found out that members of the Nigerian police did not even understand the mandate of the commission itself. The commission is as old as our independence. It was set up in 60, although there have been a lot of disruptions and suspension of the commission due to military intervention into governance. So there was always that schism, always that friction between the police service commission and the police organization itself, almost degenerating to the level of that of master-servant relations. That is not the issue. We wanted everybody to understand our role, and then we understand their role. The IG is in charge of the force, operational control, and then I told you that the oversight function we have over the police, the nose supervision, and then we mirror their activities and tell them when they are wrong, and we call them to account anytime they are going wrong. That was what informed the retreat in Nigeria.
Okay. All right, sir. And the team, like you rightly put it, was understanding the mandate and operations of the Police Service Commission in the context of the rule of law. Were you passing the message to the police force alone, or you were passing the message to members of the public?
It was the whole country. Because you will probably tell me better that before that retreat, or before the advent of this commission, very few people didn't know the purpose of the Police Service Commission. It's only now there are people who are phoning and then getting in touch with us through our website. Oh, I didn't know that this was your duty. This is what you are doing. Now, and then of course, we are now open directly to the general public. That anytime you have any problem with the police, contact us. Because we are sort of policing the police. Before now, you will now, if any policeman wrong you will write to the Inspector General, and then you will now go and cause investigation to be made. So, and it has always been the maxim of the law. Nemo judex in causa sua. That is, nobody shall be a judge in his own cause. So we are policing the police.
And to members of the public, sir?
To members of the public. To members of the public, we are part and parcel. The policemen are part and parcel of the members of the public. We are your children. We are your brothers and sisters. We are your neighbors. We are fellow Nigerians. And therefore, you must learn to accommodate us. We are going to change, and change for good.
It's on this note we say thank you to retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mr. Parry Osayande, CFR, OFN, NPM, MNI, Chairman, Police Service Commission, for accepting us to talk to him within a short period. You've heard him say and reassure you that the Nigeria Police Force, and indeed men and officers of the force, are ready to change, and he is doing his best as the chairman of the Police Service Commission to make sure you get the best from the force. On this note, we say thank you to, I call him Oga all the time, I say thank you to Mr. Parry Osayande for hosting us in his office in Abuja here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.